was in the
Let's
food.
talk about your chocolate-stained pillowcases.
I did. Hey, we're here again. We're cracking shine. I can't open it. Oh, here we go.
I can't open those. That's
Their
for sure.
stuff.
Yep.
We got some
Peach.
freaking homemade Pennsylvania moonshine that
Yes.
somebody we know makes.
Woo, 3 peaches in this one. That's kind of cool. And sometimes there's only 1 peach in these.
This stuff is awesome. Anybody that tries it can't get enough of it.
Yeah, once you've had some of this, you pretty much want to be friends with this guy who makes it.
So we're here back for another episode. We got a lot of stuff that happened, and we're kind of basically doing a little recap here.
Yeah.
And trying to get caught up because we've been on the road. We've been pretty much everywhere across the country for the last 2-3 weeks.
Yep. As you know from the previous episodes, we went out to Glass Vegas out there in Las Vegas.
And like
the
I said,
name gives it away.
when we were out there, I mean, we were there for 5 days, something like that, Sunday through Friday.
Yep, Sunday through Friday.
And we attended the show. Melt does a booth for the show, and then me and Josh set up and try to sell some of our wares.
Yeah.
But man, it was flipping nuts. I mean, just, when you're out in Vegas, it's whatever goes. I mean, we're up all night long. The first night, I'm always like, I'm not going to stay awake, and then it's 7 a.m. I'm like, come on, 7. It's never fun. I always wake up feeling like dog shit. Luckily, the Glass Vegas people do it really well.
Yep. So you do a great job. I can support a few of the trade shows, and these guys especially, they do a great job. And I think anybody who's been to their shows will tell you that. And their reputation just after 3 years is, they've really done it.
Well, we're going to get into that. But first off, we're going to start the way we normally go. And, our weekly review, we pretty much, we've been on the road. We just got back into town.
Just got back from New Jersey.
We got fresh oxygen propane ordered today. We're getting back in the shop, cleaning everything. We had a really awesome, productive melt meeting today. And, we're getting ready to get back to work. And,
I got something for the review of our week I just remembered.
What's that?
That happened that I haven't told Kevin yet about. And that is last night, our oxygen tank tipped over, fell, and snapped the regulator off of it because we'd switched from the liquid to a oxygen cylinder.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I know. I didn't.
Wow, I just found out he broke our regulator.
Yeah, totally. I broke it. How do I break it? I got here this morning and it was like that. It's not like
I see.
I didn't push it down as I was leaving last night.
I can't yell right now because we're on the air. So
yeah, no, I got here this morning and the tank. That's why you saw it's on that stone. I put that stone there.
I didn't even go outside. Look at it,
I set up a flat place now where that cylinder can actually.
Well, we got backups.
Yeah. Well, I already put a new one on there. But yeah, it had fallen over and it had hit the steps and snapped off.
This is a good learning lesson for everybody.
Yeah, totally.
You got to chain those tanks up,
those
people.
Tanks.
Apparently, we don't do that, so that's why our stuff fell over. But chain those tanks up, people.
Totally, but the gases were off. I didn't have them while they were on.
What else? We did. We watched Band of Brothers again, which he never watched it before.
Actually, I never seen it before.
And that was his first time through. That was pretty epic for him, right? I liked it. I mean, like I said, that's like my 5th time watching that show.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before. I thought it was great. I love history and stuff like that, and it was interesting just to see all those battles happen kind of in the order that they happened in, and see the progress.
It's good shit. It went through. We watched that in one night, pretty much. From start to finish, it was 10 episodes. So we worked 10 hours and just watched that.
We crushed out HBO's Rome.
Oh, we did watch that again too. Holy
Two seasons that I'd seen that a few times. Another great show.
We watch a lot of TV, people.
Yeah, it was. Oh, there's more. There's more.
So you got some bourbon?
Oh yeah, so
We're drinking moonshine.
We're
He's drinking bourbon.
moonshine, but I didn't realize we were going to be doing shine tonight, so I bought a new bourbon. I just thought I'd try it out. It's this Bird Dog 10-year-old, very small batch. They didn't have what I wanted at the liquor store. There's 2 liquor stores in town, and one of them does not sell my favorite Eagle Rare. So, but this was a 10-year-old, and like I said, it was has a sticker. It says very small batch, and it actually started out pretty good. A lot of times when you open up a new bottle of bourbon before it oxidizes, it's a little bit hot and like kind of spicy, but this one actually started with a very smooth drinking.
And I'm just gonna take his word for it because I hate bourbon.
And I imagine
I'm drinking moonshine.
This one again, since now that it has a little bit of the whiskey out there, it's gonna oxidize more, and it'll probably only get sweeter and more drinkable. So We're gonna keep this episode going because we have a lot to talk about. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of things, but we had some contests that we kind of got backed up on because we've been on the road. Yeah.
But from episode 3 or whatever with Paul Catherman, he donated one of his little badass sea turtle pendants.
Yeah.
And we had on the actual page that we were basically gonna pick the questions, and we had people write in questions to our mailbag, and so we had so many questions. I'm going to put in a random number generator.
Yeah.
And
so we had 8 questions, and we're going to pick random number. And
so, Max.
Funny story. We've actually, we've picked this winner before. We had, like we said, we had to.
And we're going to do minimum.
How'd the 49 get?
That's from before.
All right.
Okay. Randomize. Number 8. Holy crap.
We can't
there
see.
we go, everybody. So you can see we just did that.
Number 8. Smash Zone 300.
That's a good name.
I hope we can find you. It should be easy to find you. Probably your Instagram name. Congratulations, Smash Zone.
Smash Zone.
You won the Paul Catherman Turtle. And the question that you asked for us is, what technique throughout the years was your favorite to learn and execute?
Gold and silver fume.
Honeycombs, etc. as some examples.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what's your favorite technique that you'd say that you...
I mean, holy shit. I mean, there's literally so many. I really do like doing the bubble trap with the pineapple mold with fuming. I mean, I just like doing I think it's just a really fun technique to do. But other than that, I mean, I honestly like making cups and feet. That's like my favorite thing to do. Like the Venetian style cups and feet. So
I guess I'd go with just as a implosions. And even though that's a pretty large, I mean, there's a large umbrella of what implosions are, all the way down to the compression style. But yeah, just learning ways to take glass and like have it, kind of force it into the glass. And
they're tricky. I mean, and there's people that are so good at it.
Yeah, and when you get it down that you can like start doing that and like creating faces or like pieces. I mean, when you go beyond patterns and they're doing the flowers and the jellyfish that you can do with implosions. I think that's like a really cool technique, and to be able to successfully pull it off is pretty cool.
I love what's the guy that does the spiders we just saw in Las Vegas.
Florin.
I love those spider.
Oh yeah, his spider implosions.
It's amazing.
I mean, super amazing.
And we'll probably talk about that.
We'll talk about seeing him, and we'll have to throw up a link to his YouTube video for a spider implosion. That one I saw.
That thing changed a lot. I told him that many times. Every time I saw him, 15 years ago, I remember seeing that video and be like, "Wow, dude!" Just like he was one of the first guys that put out like this crazy video that people learn from. Talking
about his technique, and some of his videos, some of his still photos. It's great though, and we'll make sure that we have some of that a link.
When
any
chance, that guy just won that turtle. Congratulations! Thank you for the questions. And keep those questions coming because you never know.
Are we going to answer any of these other ones?
Do you want to throw one out?
I don't know. We asked them to send it in a while ago, and I want to represent. So
all right, let's do it.
All right, here we are. These are some emails for us. This one's from Lori Ballou. Where were you born and raised in Pennsylvania?
I was born in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, which is where we're at now, and it's really close to Gettysburg, PA. So
no. Brandon Dorn is our next question. What are the future plans and goals for Melt? I've attended every year. I love what it is and what it's becoming. The mini games, Olympics were an awesome idea.
Brandon, like I said, he's awesome. He definitely's come every year. Yep. And man, we just had a meeting tonight.
Yeah,
like we said earlier. We had a really productive meeting. All the guys showed up, and we talked about everything that's going to happen. And we have basically we're going to stay the same course. I mean, we want to keep all the quality and everything that we've already put into it, but we're going to expand on that and like you said, the mini games, the Olympics, that's all going to be expanded.
Yeah, one of the things that I can say that we want to keep doing is that we keep wanting to bring in camp aspects of Melt. I mean, kind of the the nature of Melt is that holding it there at the camp and giving it that. I mean, it's easy for us to come up with the glass part of it, but like anything we can do to make it more like the camp feel.
The fishing derby's coming back.
The fishing derby was a big thing this year.
Be ready to bring your A game for the dodgeball.
Oh yeah, the dodgeball. We're gonna have some. We're gonna kick up the dodgeball thing, whether it's teams or just a big organic contest one night, which I think is better, almost. But things, anything we can do to keep the camp experience going. So thank you for that question, Brandon. For
sure.
Next question. Want to take it, Kev?
Let's go down to here.
Dina Ross. Number 3.
What strain would you like to smoke with Bob Ross?
Well,
what would that sesh be like? Love the podcast.
Thank you, Dina.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even.
Yeah, it's so funny. I'm the worst. I'm an Oregonian.
He's got Bob Ross stickers of himself.
I love Bob Ross. I mean, I think we have answered this question before, and I think I said something piney because, of course, little trees. But the truth is, I am just the worst person when it comes to strains. I'm just like, I smoke for the ritual and process of smoking. It's like I'm not super picky when it comes to my weed. I'm way more picky about what I eat or drink. It's weird. So, I hope that's probably just shattered your image of us. But
let's go here to Arena Hickman.
Arena Hickman.
How long is the process of making something such as the spider rig? I think the work is beautiful. So I think she's referring to that one we made a couple months back.
Yeah, we had a sweet collab with 3 artists.
It was me and you, and he goes by Mad Scientist Glass. He's out of the Stoke Gallery, which I'm repping the shirt, the Stoke guys. That thing took us like 2 days to make.
Yeah, 2 days.
Between all 3 of us. So, I mean, it's like 6 days worth of work, honestly.
Yeah, 3 artists, 2 days.
It was all UV and just a bunch of his work. And then you do spiders take you forever.
Work, yeah,
and then just connecting
while.
all the little legs took me like freaking a day.
The assembly alone, it was a slow process to put that together.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna move. We're gonna move on to the next contest because we have one of.
Oh yeah.
It was the following one after that. We got to catch up.
From our Mike Fisher episode. Be sure to go and check that out.
That was awesome. He told us a bunch of cool stuff, and he had a bunch of really cool stories about like the history of glass and stuff like that. He donated one of his donut beer mugs.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful mug.
On that competition, we had it set up that you picked a number from 1 to 3,000. So I have that set up right now on the randomizer. And we're going to randomize it, and it's going to go to 1,148.
1148.
I don't know what that person is yet. I don't have time to sit here and go through his name.
But we'll be contacting you. This one's on us because, we've been trying to get these out to you. So thank you for everybody that has been taking part in the contest. And as you can see, we're coming through. Those prizes will be going out.
We got a bunch more coming up, too. So
yeah, we have a few podcasts coming up with prizes, etc. So... But I think we let's start our recap here. So recap of Glass Vegas.
That's pretty much what this podcast is supposed to be about. And we all went out. We basically had the whole Melt crew go out, and starting off, this event, they are the best event organizers out there. They really go above and beyond. They're in Vegas, and they just put on some of the best glass. For all the glass artists coming out there, they just cater to us, They kind of give us everything we really want in a show.
Oh yeah, it's a great show.
There's so many different events.
It's a good environment.
Happening.
It just is. Even though it still is in a convention hall, it doesn't have that big, that feel of the convention center, which is just so hollow.
And it's pretty much an all American show. So there's not all this like crazy foreign stuff there. People trying to hustle Chinese rigs and any kind of stuff like that. And it's more of a collector's show. You don't have a ton of shops there just like buying tons of glass.
Yeah.
But there's collectors there that are spending a lot of money, and a lot of people are making a lot of money selling a lot of stuff.
I didn't realize that. Is that what I didn't? Yeah, I didn't.
I don't feel that there's. There's definitely shops there, but there's just not like it's not like Champs where there's people there just walking around putting orders in.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I cannot get a good handle. Just even being there, I couldn't get a good handle on what the.
This is our third year going to this event.
Yeah, and that's something that Amy, the show organizer, I'm sure could talk to us more about.
And we never got a chance to really speak with her.
Yeah,
but she's awesome. And we'll get her. She's coming to Melt. They come to Melt every year, and like I said, Melt sponsors their event. They sponsor ours.
Sponsor Melt,
and we just have a really good relationship with them.
Yeah,
they're awesome people.
But it was a great time. Those guys put on a fantastic show. We filmed. On the last day that we were there. We filmed a bunch of mini episodes, which at this point you may have already seen if you've been following us, and we're calling those shards. And they're 13, or I'm sorry, it was 14. Just 5-minute interviews with different artists and
surprise questions.
Surprise questions. So I think they're a lot of fun. And so we'll be dropping a bunch of those over the next few weeks. So check those out.
We had a lot of fun making those. It's great because we were like at our booth. We actually had like a 10x20 set up right on the corner, and we pretty much just set up a backdrop and set our camera up, and then people walking by that we knew were like, "Oh, hey, come on here and do this video." And we just got some really, really good, just impromptu videos.
Yeah, it was a long day, but it was a lot of fun. We made a fresh drink for everybody that walked up, and
we had a little mini bar set up in the back. So that was. That's the problem with Vegas. Is every day you wake up and you just, oh God, I got to do this again.
Yeah,
and it's just like a lot of times I'm not going to bed till like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you got to wake up at like 10 or 11. Yeah, you're like, I got 2 hours of sleep and got to take a shower, and that's the only thing that saves you. Yeah, there was times where I literally wanted to climb under the table and take a nap. Yeah, it was bad.
The show is, this was our 3rd year. I'd say you can see the growth that's happening.
The show itself gets, and like the events also, because like they do the marble exchange.
Oh yeah, that's the World Series of Glass.
Shout out to Stellar. He won that Boro Derby best
our boy Stellar
car 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And he got his tooth fixed. Just so you guys all know, totally. we did that shout out, and he got his tooth fixed so pretty.
Yeah. So thank you to anybody that threw in on that. So.
But I was pretty excited to see him win that. I mean, his piece, it honestly was the coolest piece.
It was a Mario Kart. This year he did a Mario Kart. It was a beautiful piece.
Mario. Yep. I mean, just badass. I mean, really, really well. Yeah.
Yep. It was a great piece. And it's a functional pipe, of course, too. It's in case you didn't realize that.
So they had the marble exchange again. Yep. I mean, there was Dan Bilzerian came walking through. He had like 16 hookers behind him, walking behind him. Yeah, like it was pretty wild. He walked right by the booth.
I missed. I saw him at a distance, but then I really did miss.
He's a little guy. I honestly thought he was a little bit bigger. He was, how he stood. I feel like I was like, I was looking down at him. And
he's sure. I would say he's 5'4", 5'5". Not
Yeah, he's a little guy.
Yeah, he's a small guy.
But in any case,
it makes us feel better to say that because
while we were there, we went out to some pimp ass dinners. They had multiple parties at this event, so they were always after hours. So like the first night's like Monday. It's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday show. Monday night, the actual event doesn't start until like 8 o'clock at night, something like that. It's like 8 to 11. The first night.
First night, yep, 8 to 11.
And
then basically the schedule is
you're set up all day
Monday. First night's 8 to 11, and then the Tuesday and the Wednesday are during the day. But there's of course these events outside, and that's what Kevin's
Tuesday. That's what I'm saying. Tuesday they had the Millie Meetup party.
Which we're gonna
ran it out. So we're gonna talk at the end of the episode. We were saying we're gonna put on some stock footage we have. Bonus footage.
Some bonus content of us walking around this party that was held up in the Westgate, the casino that the Las Vegas happens at.
It's where Elvis lived.
Yeah, basically Elvis had a permanent suite there, and this is this huge 40,000 square foot.
No, it wasn't a big. It was 8,000 square foot. That's huge.
Why did
it is huge. It has like 14 bathrooms. I mean, there's toilets everywhere in this place. Hot tubs in every corner. An in-ground pool. It's on the top pools. Penthouse suite. So, I mean, they had I bet there was close to, I don't even know how many. There was hundreds and hundreds in this party. So. And we walked around there for probably an hour. Yep. And we had Will Young from George Talk following us around.
Up on your mic there with your wire.
I kind of hung it over here so it doesn't get in the way.
All right, cool.
But we walked around there and got some really cool footage.
Yeah, and so we have some little clips of that. And
at the end of it, like I said, we'll throw those on for like a bonus footage if anybody wants to stick around and like just check out some of the stuff because there was some funny shit and we just kind of walked around and was asking people what their favorite Elvis song was and stupid shit like that.
That's fun.
But then that was Tuesday night. That party actually got shut down, and the story is Dan Bilzerian called the hotel security.
So let's talk about this because that is the story right now. That Dan Bilzerian or whatever, however you say that guy's
Brazilian,
name.
yeah, that's
it was his fault that this party gets shut down. Whole guy's Instagram profile, I'm just a rock star, I party, and then he calls and complains.
He did
about the party, and that's
the story is he had the adjoining
suite,
the suite on either side, so he had the other half of the penthouse, and the other half was all like 1,000 glass blowers, and he basically was like, "Fuck you guys," and called the security. We actually left the party.
Fuck you,
it was
Dan
like
Brazilian.
we were there for
just say you heard it here.
It's like 11 o'clock.
That's pretty lame.
Well, we walked downstairs, and as we were getting off the elevator, like I'm not even joking, we were getting off. The guy was just like, "Nobody else is going upstairs. Party's over." And then we heard from everybody else that like security just bum rushed the party and just basically escorted everybody out and made them all walk down the steps.
Yep.
And like literally just walk down the stairs and stuff because they just had to shut it down.
I mean, I don't want to call anybody out, but who's our source on that again? I mean,
There's actually a lot of people saying it.
Can we like what? Like we some legit like we can say that because that honestly really that really bothers me. I'm just like,
yeah, honestly,
we'll have to get the honest. These
that's
guys
just what everybody
this
was saying.
Massive suite to host a party at this event, and then a guy whose whole social media following is based on his party lifestyle calls and complains about it is the most pathetic thing, and I'm totally want to call him out on it. So.
It was kind of wild to see him walk by. I looked up and didn't even realize. I was like, "Holy shit, that's Dan Brazilian!" And then you kind of see because you realize he has like seriously like 14 girls following him, and they just kind of walk around. They're just all standing around like, "Oh my god, there's like bright lights," and like they didn't give a shit.
I missed it. I walked up to the
so anyway
right after he'd walked by.
Then after that party's over. Then we're like 8 hours more in the casino, just partying and drinking with everybody till 8 in the morning, and then wake back up, do it again.
We did all the interviews on the very last day. We did all those interviews. Last day, and we did the marble giveaway, which we took part of. I won a marble slinger marble.
Nice.
And who did you win?
It says Pakowitz, so I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's Pakowitz.
But we weren't sure if it was the same one, which we hope it is.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
But that's a pretty good score though. And then the next day they had.
What about the baller? We forgot the mansion party.
We went to that. It was kind of a bust at the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a bummer.
He rented out this mansion and basically showed up. There was like the cops showed up. There was an accident outside. We showed up right when the cops were there and the lights were spinning. There was glass all over the ground. I actually said, I was like, man, it looks like there was a car accident.
We actually thought we rolled up. We thought there'd been an accident.
And then we kind of like the Uber driver was just like, is this the spot? And I was just like, he's like, there's something going on. And we're like, oh shit. So he gets us out. And this is like, it's a good 15-minute drive from our hotel. Yep. So we got out there. We walk up to the gate. The cops are right outside the door. The security guy's like, what are you guys, stupid? He's like, don't you see the cops? He's like, we just literally got a ride. There's like cars showing up left and right. There's supposed to be a ton of people coming to this party. But basically, the party turned up being like a bust because the cops were there, and then the owner came.
Then the owner of the mansion came, so he'd rented.
We stuck around for like a half an hour. We're like, all right, we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything's out of people's control. You should have full disclosure when you have a party like that. Is what my opinion is. I think if you're going to throw a party like that of that extent, there's going to be 500 crazy glass blowers there. You should tell the owner, be like, hey, we're going to rent this place. It costs a lot of money. We're going to throw a fun crazy party.
Yeah.
Be ready for shit to happen. You got to be prepared for that.
Yeah, I'd be curious. You never know the full story of whatever happened. It didn't feel like whatever it wasn't handled very good, and it was kind of ugly. And
we just went back again to the hotel, and we just literally stayed up to like 8 o'clock in the morning and got drunk and gambled. That shit sucks.
I didn't gamble this time. I lost, I only lost $40 over the entire week, and that was very unfortunate.
Good for you.
I know it was good for me. Yeah.
Anyway,
so that was Vegas. Thank you again.
We stayed another day though, and we went. We had a bunch of the Milk crew. We stuck around, and we all went out to a pimp dinner Thursday night to STK, which is like my favorite steakhouse in that city.
And then actually, you didn't make it, but me and Paul Catherman and Todd Dunlap of our melt partners, we all went down to the Jerome Baker studio and got.
I literally didn't go to sleep that night, so I had to stay in.
But that was a lot of fun. It was good to see Jason. Of course, Jason got me into glass, in '98, working at his shop. So it was fun to go down there, and everybody got the full tour from him. And he had this equipment that we actually had in the shop back in '98 when I was there that he had just reacquired. And so I was kind of tripping out on seeing this huge piece of machinery there.
I was laying in bed, and like Todd's like, "Oh, dude, we just came down to Germany." I was like, I couldn't even talk. I was a wreck.
Yeah. So, but we were there an extra day.
So,
Excuse me. Yeah.
Like I said, so we were
Great
out
job,
there.
Las Vegas.
We filmed some great interviews, and like
Yeah.
I said, they're going to be coming
We
up.
had some really
and
cool interviews.
We also had those shards, and that's what
Yep.
we're going to talk about. And like you're starting to see these now. I think there's like 2 out, and by the time this episode comes out, there's probably going to be like 1 or 2 more dropped.
Yep.
But our awesome producer here kind of nicknamed them shards,
It's a great idea. I loved it.
not poop shards, which somebody.
No, that's sharts. I
Sharts.
believe. Yes.
Well, we had somebody. It was actually Mike Shelbo. We're gonna call him out because he, like I said, he commented on
He
the
said,
thing.
"Oops,
and
I
said,
sharded."
sharded.
I thought that was great.
And so yeah, that's great.
We all been there.
Yeah, we all been there. We just saw Mike this weekend. And
How about that
that's the
shine?
next thing we're rolling into is we just got back from New Jersey, and
The IFC International Flameworking Conference.
so that's
Sorry
at
for the
Salem
bump there.
Community College, and this is like their 19th year, and this is Josh's first year. He was a virgin.
Yeah.
This is like 19. I've missed like 2 of them out of 19 years. I was at the very first one with like Robert Mickelson. I missed like number 9 and 10, which were 2 of the most epic years. But it's an awesome little event. They do
Take a real drink of that because I polished some of that off right
whatever.
there. Oh, you whatever.
They do a really good job. I don't like where the event's at, where it's at right now, but they say next year they're moving it back to the college.
Well, it's in a weird spot. I mean, it doesn't seem out of the way. I mean, we drove to New Jersey anyway.
It's part of the school, and the first 10 years of this event, they would have it at the actual college.
Yeah.
And it was in the gymnasium, and they had these demos, they had food, they had everything all inclusive, and it was like $200 a ticket for the weekend. Like great artists. I mean, it's not nothing to do with pipe making or any of that kind of stuff.
Apparently,
this year was the first year
with Becky Feathers, Mike Shelbo, Micah Evans.
I think Micah made a pipe this year, possibly.
Carmen Lozar.
Yeah, the artists are amazing.
This whole make a pipe thing, I just don't get that excited about.
Well, people get crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's keep this going because
right.
the event was up. Melt went down. Me and Josh went down and set a Melt booth up, and we recruited all of our interns for the event, which we always try to get really cool students that are fucking just wanting to work and have a good time. And
we actually for our event, of course, Melt, which we've talked about before. I mean, we get the bulk of our interns out of Salem's glass blowing program there. And for the past 3 events, we've but
we hung out. All of our sponsors.
Again, the cool thing about IFC for me was to see all of our crew. A bunch of our previous interns.
They're still going to school there.
They're like in their 2nd year there, and we got to hang out with them and see all of them. That was kind of cool.
I
like those
this
guys.
is going out to you, Joseph.
I like most of you guys.
This is going out to Josephine.
Sal, I'm not sure about you. I didn't even see you on the last day.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Anyway, we're gonna that night though. What was it Saturday night? We went out to dinner with a big crew of people.
My God!
We went to this place called like D'Angelo's.
I'm gonna get you some video for that, Red.
No, you don't want none of that.
I am sending you some video of him dancing with all these people
dancing
out there.
This place is like a high-end Italian restaurant, but they bring in these musical acts that are just
fucking.
They're the worst thing you've ever seen, but they're so
like,
bad.
This is like what Saturday Night Live creates spoofs about are people like this. This is like, if you've ever seen like a SNL skit with lounge singers or somebody, these people are the real ones. It was hilarious.
It was pretty amazing. We had a group of like 16 people or something like that. They only had room for like 14 of us at one table, so they had to give a separate table.
They only had that much room.
Across from them, and we had Justin Gallant and fucking Calvin. Mm-hmm. They looked like Lady and the Tramp there. We almost ordered them a plate of meatballs so they could push them around with their noses.
We wanted to see Calvin push a meatball towards Gallant.
But anyway, we were dancing and having a good time. Or
Photoshop that string of spaghetti where they just go.
Salem's a good time. So if you ever get the chance,
honestly, ever get a chance,
shout out to all you Salem kids because they all kick ass and it's a great time and they put on a good show.
I kind of summed it up.
It did.
Do you want
what?
Actually,
what do you got?
I was gonna out myself. You should tell them that story about me jumping through.
I will tell this story really quick. So we all stay.
I'm being honest with you.
Okay, we're gonna go back. We'll go back to this real quick. We all stay at this hotel. It's called the Holiday Inn Select. It's in the address is 1 Pure Land Drive, Swedesboro, New Jersey. I've been going there for 19 years, so I know it like inside and out. And this Holiday Inn has a bar there. Over the years, the most crazy stories happen at this place. Like last year, there was a whole entire 150 middle-aged lady a cappella singers and they had like a acapella singing competition thing going on. And, like 12 o'clock at night, we challenged them to a sing-off, and we definitely lost. This year, they had some kind of crazy religious thing, and everybody was like, it's not racist, but there was like 90% Asian. It was some kind of weird religion. I don't know what the religion even was, but they were some kind of religious troop there. They didn't come up in the bar too much. But the place is under construction at the point we're at there, and there's like drywall work going on. There's all kinds of ropes and stuff. There's a set of steps that come down from the second floor right into the bar. And we kept going under the yellow tape. So finally, towards like 11 o'clock at night or some shit, like, this dude's shit-faced. We already did the podcast with our other person, and we're down there sitting at this table. We kept coming up. This guy comes out from like janitorial or whatever and starts building this fucking wall. Like tables and chairs and yellow caution tape. It just kicks. I mean, he covers the whole set of steps coming down. He's there for like 15, 20 minutes building this thing. Walks over to the bar. Here comes Josh stumbling down the fucking thing. Kicks the tape down. Kicks the fucking shit down. Jumps over the fucking wall. The dude comes running up. Whoa. You can't come down here. Josh is like, I didn't know. I didn't see anything. And like literally he just like walks past us and walks out the front door of the freaking hotel. After that, we didn't see him the rest of the night. So I don't know where you went. You were back in the room. When I got back to the room,
story.
I'm gonna add on. When I got back to the room at like 2 a.m.
Oh no! We're not yet.
His hand was in the styrofoam container. His hand was in the food.
Let's talk about your chocolate stained pillowcases.
I did eat chocolate cake one night.
Yeah,
and I had chocolate stains and it looked like somebody pooped on my pillow.
It totally looked like I literally woke up and was like, God, somebody wiped their ass with that pillow over there.
But you did have your hand in the styrofoam
it's just
container.
Kevin's chocolate cake on his pillow.
That was good chocolate cake.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on because we're gonna end this thing. Let's do the breakingglass.show. That's our website.
Yes,
we got the mailbag.
Yeah.
What's all involved with that?
Well, you can click to any of our episodes. You're going to be able to see the shards. You can get direct links to the shards. And, of course, we want to answer more questions because, obviously, we're kind of we're pretty much known as the intellectuals of the glass world.
So send us those questions to the mailbag.
Ask us
and
questions.
It's on the website.
And we're going to tell you what's up.
We got our Instagram, breaking_glass_podcast. Man. See, I got that down now.
You know what an underscore is. Like,
hey, I fucking
feel
you guys
are
going to
be able to watch the evolution of this man.
I'm learning here, man.
As he learns the different...
Hey, Facebook, breakingglass.show, and the website is breakingglass.show.
Next week, we show Kevin a semicolon. And
I'm going to learn that. But we're also, we talked about earlier.
You mean a comma period?
Real quick.
Period at a comma.
If you want to stick around after this, we're going to be showing some of the footage. We have probably 10, 12 minutes of
bonus content
from the Millie party that was in Elvis's house.
You need more drunk Josh and Kevin.
Yeah, well, Josh got real drunk. He couldn't even walk back to the room that night.
Apparently.
Exactly.
I made it back, though. I'm here.
You did. You are here.
Yeah.
But, stick around if you want to check that out. If not, we'll see you in the next episode, which is going to be something awesome. And we have some really good content coming out.
Oh, there's some good stuff coming.
Good stories. So, yeah. Hey, thanks for joining us. And, hey, one more drink for the road.
Let's pull out the shine.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm stuck right there. One more big gulp. Come on.
That was really funny.
Hey, whatever. This is like...
Whatever.
It's like 12 o'clock at night. Damn, dude. This is a solid drink. Damn.
Well, yeah. Because I want the interns to respect me. With all the interns...
Yeah. Interns, respect. All right.
And one real quick story. We had an intern stand in front of Kevin at the IFC... And he's like, what's my name? What's my name? Kevin stared at him for like 10 minutes.
I'm not good with names.
10 minutes. And then finally said, oh, yeah, you got a name tag on your fucking neck. Right.
Oh, no, he turned it around right away.
He did not turn it around. That thing was I was standing there next to Kevin like,
what are you going to do? I already told you I felt like dog shit.
It says Joseph on his fucking chest.
That's why you're like, Josephine.
He's like looking at him like, I don't know.
I felt like dog shit that day. Seriously, my head hurt. I was wearing sunglasses. I didn't feel that good. But hey, Josephine.
And you became illiterate or something?
It happens.
You
don't put two and two together.
Joe.
Until next time.
Joe, we know.
Stick around and watch some of this stuff if you want. If not, we'll see you.
Watch that bonus content.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you.
Out. me, sir. What's your favorite Elvis song? If you had to pick an Elvis song where you're like, that's the song that the king... Well, okay. Too long. What is your favorite Elvis song? His favorite Elvis song?
Fuck.
Jesus.
You can't remember. You know what? That's the problem.
It's so cheesy and you'd be like,
It is. It's the cheap.
By the way, Elvis's fucking house. So this was Elvis's bedroom?
I think so. One of these was, yeah.
How many times did Elvis jerk off in this room? It's Elvis's penthouse. There's gonna be some toilets.
A lot of bananas and bacon and
Yeah.
like, all that kind
Peanut
of
butter.
Hey Josh, you got something in your pocket.
What?
I don't know, put your hand in your pocket.
Is it tater tot?
No, it's a bunch of cocaine.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh, fucking A. Dude, look at this thing. Dichro Bolo from DD Sherpa. Fuck yeah.
Elvis swam in this pool.
Elvis probably did.
Probably not.
He
just
probably
floated.
pissed in this pool, too.
Probably did a little.
You can just throw in some millies out.
Hello, what's up, buddy?
Open bar?
Open bar, dude! Open bar, man!